Good afternoon, everyone. Today we are going to discuss about file system. So, what is file system? Let us see file system interface. So, in this presentation, we have discussed about file concept, access methods, disk and directory structure, file system mounted, file sharing and protection. So, the objectives of a file system is to explain the function of file system and to describe the interfaces of file system, to discuss file system design trade-offs, including access methods, file sharing, file locking, and directory structures, and also to explore file system protection. So, file concept. File concept is defined as that it is nothing but continuous local address space. The types of file concepts are data, program, and also many types. So data consists of numeric, character, binary, and program contains defined by the files creator. Many types consider text file and source file and executable file also. So next we discussed about file attributes. What is file attributes? So file attributes are the following types. First one is name, identifier, type, location, size, protection, time and date and user identification, and also information about files, many variations, information kept in directory. So first first file attribute is name. So what is name? Name is only information kept in human readable form. This is the name. And next we go for identifier. So what is identifier? Identifier is unique tag. It is unique. So it means that unique tag is a number. It identifies file within file system. So next discussed about the next file attribute is type. So first one is name, identifier, type, location, type. Type means needed for systems that support different types. Next one is location. So location file attribute is pointer to file location on the device. Next one is size. Size means we know that what is size? Size is current file size. So next is protection. Protection means controls who can do reading, writing, executing. Okay. Next one is time, date, and user identification. It is data for protection, security, and usage monitoring. Next, information about files. These are all kept in the directory structure, which is maintained on the disk. Many variations included external file attributes such as file checksum. Information kept in the directory structure. So these are the file attributes. So we have to go for how to save the file. This is general. How to save a file means name and extension something. For example, we have to give a name. For example, it is name 11. So dot extension is mandatory. So dot tx means text. So how to open this file is open with the text marker. Select the options. So we go for text marker. Next, you can read and write. It is only read and write, read only and no access. It performs the following operation. So this is how to save a text file. Next, file operation. So file operation means file is an abstract data type. Create. So file operations contains create, write, read, deposition within the file, delete, truncate, open, close. So how to write? First write operation is at write pointer location. Read means it is read at read pointer location. Reposition within the file. Seek. Next delete and truncate. So open file, open F5. The meaning of open is search the directory structure on disk from entry and move content. So open means search the directory and move the content. Next close F5. Close file operation means it is also move the content to and in memory to dictionary structure on disk. Next open files. Several pieces of data are needed to manage open files. First one is open table. That is, so open files are open file table. It contains the several pieces of the data needed to manage open files. So it is used to manage the open files only. So first one, open file table means tracks open files. File pointers means pointer to last read write location for process that has the file open. Next to file open count. It means that, so file open count means counter of number of times is a file is open. So what is the count of number of times a file is open? If we have to open the file two times, so it shows two times, or we have to open the file in 10 times, so it shows the 10 times. So to allow removal of data from open file table when last process is closed it. Disk allocation of the file. Cache of data access information. Access rights per process access more information. Next, open the provided by some operating systems and file systems. So similar to reader writer locks. Shared lock similar to reader lock. In this, we have to observe that shared lock is similar to reader lock. So several process can acquire concurrently. So shared lock means, it means that we must know the definition of shared lock. It means the meaning of shared lock is several process can acquire concurrently. So next one is exclusive lock. So reader writer locks are shared lock and exclusive lock. So already we discussed about shared lock. It means that several process can acquire concurrently, and exclusive lock means similar to writer lock. So next mediates access to a file. In this we discussed about mandatory or advisory. Mandatory. Mandatory means that in this we have to observe that mandatory means access is denied depending on locks held and requested. And advisory process can find status of locks and decide what to do. Okay, this is nothing but mandatory and advisory. So it contains reader writer locks contains shared lock, exclusive lock, and it also contains mandatory or advisory. We go to next step, that is file type. Okay, we observe this table. It has file type, usual extension, and also function. So this table shows that file types. So file type is executable, object, source code, batch, text, word processor, library, print or view, archive, and multimedia. These are the file types in a table. So next usual extension is the extension is in the form of exe, obj, cc, text, library, pass. So this is a usual extension means .exe, .c, .java. This is nothing but it means that dot usual extension. Okay. So what function? So executable file type is used for function is ready to run machine language program. So let us see. First one is file type. Executable. Executable file type is The usual extension exe, com, bin or none. So executable file is .exe, .bin. So the function is used for executable file type is ready to run machine language program. Next file type is, we go for next file type, this is object. So the usual extension of object is .obj.o. So the function of object file type is compiled machine language not linked. So next file type is source code. The usual extension of source code is C.C.Java. So the function is source code in various languages. Next file type is batch. So usual extension is .bat.sh. So commands to the command interpreter. Next file type is text. So let us see. So what is the usual extension of text is .txt, .doc. So the function is used in file type text is textual data and documents. Next file type is word processor. So word processor is the usual extension of word processor is .wp, .text, .rtf, .doc. So this file type is used for the function of various word processor format. Next file type is library. So like the usual extension of library is .lib, .so. So the library file type is using the function is libraries of routines for a programmers. Next print or view. In this, we used for useful extension is .ps, .pdf, .jpg. So the function is the function for print file type is ASCII or binary file in a format for printing or viewing. Next to archive file type. So archive file type useful extension is .arc, .zip, .tar. Next, the function used in the file type is related files grouped into one file, sometimes compressed for achieving or storage. Multimedia. So multimedia usable extension is mpeg, mov, .mpeg, .mov, .rm, .mp3, avi. So the function of multimedia file type is binary file containing audio or AV information. So this is the table about file types and usable extension or functions. It contains these are the file types. So file structure. None means sequence of words, bytes. Simple record structure is lines, fixed length and variable length. So complex structures are formatted document and relocatable load file. Can simulate last two with first method by inserting appropriate control structures. So it can simulate last two with first method by inserting appropriate control characters. Access methods. Sequential access, direct access. First sequential access is read next, write next, and also reset it. So no read after last write. It means that no read after last write means rewrite. So its sequential access contains read next, write next, reset, and rewrite. Next to direct access. Direct access contains file is fixed length. Logical record means that it means that read and write and so for example position to n, read next, write next, rewrite n. So this is called direct access, and the above the first one is sequential access. N is equals to relative block number. It is equals to relative block number. Read n means read relative act numbers. Next, it contains simulation or sequences. So sequential access contains reset, read next, write next. So implementation for direct access. So let us see. This is sequential access and this is direct access. So sequential access contains reset, read next, write next. So sequential access reset is the direct access form is CP equals to 0. So read next means read first of all read CP, Next CP equals C plus 1. This is read next. So in this read next, we using read CP. Next, another one is write next. It means that write CP equals to CP1. In write next, we also using the write CP. So this is read next, this is write next. This is about sequential access and direct access. Next, next we go for other access methods. So can we build on top of base methods? General involve creation of an index for the file. Keep index in memory for fast determination of local data to be operated on. Consider UPC code plus record of data about that item. So if it too large, index in memory of the index on disk. IBM indexed sequential access method. Small master index points to disk blocks of secondary index. File kept sorted on defined key. All done by the OS. Directory structure. So in this figure, we shows the directory structure. So directory structure, it is a collection of nodes containing information about all files. So directory structure means, we know that what is directory structure? Directory structure means it is a collection of nodes containing information about all files. So this is, we observe this figure. This is directory and this is files. Collection of nodes containing information about all files. So this is a directory F1. This is directory contains file F1. Directory contains F2, F3, F4, and Fn. So both directory structure and file resides on disk. So this figure shows that the directory structure. Next, disk structure. Disk can be subdivided into partitions. Disk or partitions can be RAD protected against failure. Disk or partition can be used raw without a file system. Partitions are also known as mini disk slices. Partitions are also known as mini disk slices. Mini disks are also known as sliders. So let us see. Okay. ఆ వీడియో మా వీడియో పడుతుంది నాది.